Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're joining me on this Friday morning. Got a big show lined up, a lot of stuff to go over. So let's get started with our weather, brought to us by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, Drew Pollard and hardworking crew. Take care of everyday comfort needs. High today, we're looking at 82, low of 61. And that's a pretty good low this time of year. And the water temperature is right at 80 degrees. Let's take a look at our river readings, brought to us by Panama City Coca-Cola. The Apalachicola Bluntstown this morning is reading at 8.4 and pretty steady. The Choctaw Carabel did jump up like we anticipated with this rain. It's reading a 9.2, but it looks like it may start falling down today, so it'll be falling out for the weekend. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Another great day of tides. We're looking at low tide this morning at 1:01 a.m. and high all the way until about 2:03, right in the middle of the day. Good strong incoming tide. It's going to be really good. The wind's going to be coming out of south at about 12. Let's do our fishing game times right now too. Brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers. Our time 5:13 to 7:13 this morning, and this evening from 5:35 till 7:35. I want to take this minute to congratulate the Liberty County girls softball team on winning the state championship this week. In fact, I have a couple of pictures I want to show you. Check them out. Florida High School state champions 2023. Congratulations to all you young ladies and the coaching staff. And to the entire community, I want to show you this next picture. This is from Kyle Petty, the school superintendent. Love Jesus, love family, love Liberty County. That's all the big old group that went down there, and they're waving at us. What a fun time and enjoyable time they had, and we were able to have some kin folks on the team and a lot of friends, families, and all kind of folks I know over there. I went to one of their games this year, and I'm real proud of them. And maybe we'll get some of those girls to come down. They won a state championship in volleyball and in softball. That's not done very often to do that. So congratulations to all you folks up in Liberty County. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's sort of get caught up on our pictures. A lot of times we have guests, we don't get to show as many pictures as we want to, but so we've got a stack of them right now. So let's get started. Let's get started with what I consider this a funny one. Okay, I just installed my new security system. I was just thinking this week, I haven't seen many hornets nests lately. I don't know if we have. We used to see them all the time, but that's something you don't want to mess with, and we don't want to mess with those. But that's a good security system. Moving along, Shannon Luck Talley, one of my former students, biggest Spanish I've ever caught. She and her husband are out there. That's a big Spanish right there, Shannon, and you'll see her. She'll catch some fish now. She and her husband, they were actually flatlining out there. So next time you go to Dr. Sunseri's office, Shannon works there and been with him a long time, and you see how she's all wrapped up right there. Okay, good job, Shannon. I just had to show this. This is just a pollen on a bee, and I didn't take the picture. I just ran across it. That's nature at its finest right there. And this time of the year, this one was sort of like little wildflowers. Just go in and grow. Don't cut them down all the time. Let them. Okay. This is Bay County Historical Society. 1947 at the Dead Lakes, and that's a long time before the dam. They've been fishing there, those wooden boats right there, paddling along. They didn't have much starboard on them. If you really love fishing, this is what kind of trailer hitch you want. Moving along, Howard Creek, Ricky Limbaugh, he posted this. This is a moccasin that got a hold of a fish, and they actually saw this. They saw them come out of the water. Here it is right here, close up. And snakes do eat fish. And I said Howard Creek. Anything in nature you can find at Howard Creek. And speaking of nature, check out these sand fleas. Is that not cool? There's a good bunch of them. They come in colonies, and this is what they can do when the wave is washing back in. It goes out. The wave comes in, then as it starts going out, they start digging away in there. You've seen our videos and all. Good evening, Coach. This is Jay Adkins. Good evening, Coach. If these look familiar, okay, check those out. and there's a copperhead brim. There's copperhead brim. That's some good ones right there. So anyway, so let me jump over here, Jeff, to this section here. I got a couple more to get caught up on these right here. Well, here we go. Last week, Will Nelson, he's a great, just outstanding bass fisherman, has been for a long time. He had an epic morning. He caught an 11-pounder, folks, on top of all the fish he caught. Good job, Will Nelson, fishing with Bobby Cato. Those boys can fish. Okay, then also got this one, Molly out here. This one, okay, here we go. Molly out here, this is a Loyal Water Lake, out on the beach. The bass are biting at Loyal Water Lake. Okay, and we don't talk enough about these little ponds and areas where people can go to, but it's good. Now here's our buddies. This is Carl Andrews. He spent the week on the left. He spent a week down at his fish camp at Indian Road on the right side of the picture. Fred Denicky, known Fred a long time. His family had a Tadlock piano. He's a brother who played softball and a fine softball player, but he loved fishing. And Fred watched the show every morning. So good morning, Fred. Fred went down there too. Carl invited me, and when doing a TV show on fishing, a lot of times one thing bad about it, you don't get to go fishing. So anyway, congratulations on that. Good stuff right there. So we talked about this, last week and this week. And next week we're right at the peak of mayfly season. The thing about those mayflies, and Carl and I were talking about it a couple of days ago. He called me. He'd found some hatching, and the thing about it, it's a short period of time, two days, maybe 3, but really 2 days. When you find them, you need to get on them then, and then you need to go ahead and make plans to start looking somewhere else. So you got a big tree here, and they start hatching out. And you'll see everything. We've talked about it before, all kind of nature going on. So he had called me the other afternoon and wanted me to come, but I was tied up with doing all kind of other things that was not fishing. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Okay, as I was closing out that segment, we're talking about fly fishing down there, and Carl was able to get just a little short snip of our friend Fred Denicky catching one. So we're going to show this real quick. Let me see if I can get it rolling. Look here. This is down on the river. Okay, are they fishing? Uh-oh, he's got one. Okay. All right, Fred. I know they'll catch some of the crickets now. They were cricket fishing here. Look at there. You see how deep he's fishing? I know where they're fishing. All right, good job, Fred. And isn't that beautiful? You see the crickets in front of him? Fred Denicky. Now we got to send this to both your daughters. Tell them to watch this on YouTube. And
I'll show you what he's been catching.
look there, folks. Does that not make you want to go down to the river? There you go. Okay, all right. So anyway, I just wanted to thank you, Carl, for doing that, and I thank you for the invite. And we're gonna be able to take you up on that soon. But they're fishing crickets and worms, and then also the mayfly hatch, the fly fish. So that's the thing about the river this time of year. It's all available. Now I want to change the subject. This week, you may have heard it. Billy Grantham mentioned it, and we broke ground on the new outdoor education building at Mosley High School. And I'm very excited about it. It's something we've worked on for a long time. And the interesting thing about it, this is the 30th year of Mosley Outdoor Ed. We started in 1993. I've talked about it probably too much, but I love it and have a passion for it. And we were able to get started on the groundbreaking. I want to show you, it was a special time, and I want to just show you here some pictures from that. Okay, this is me and a fellow school board members, officially breaking ground, and then that's my family. That's Chip and his family joining me and Gail, and then y'all know these two ladies that came out to it, Mandy and Megan Miller, or Mandy Miller Warren, and we're so glad they joined us for that special occasion. And then Then this is Wyatt, okay? He is the outdoor ed. He won the scholarship, and he joined us, gave a little talk, and he's going to be a FWC officer. Thanks a lot to his training in the outdoor ed class. So we got a couple of pictures there. So anyway, I just want to share that with you. And it was a very special time, and I want to show you what the building, if I can find it, what it may look like. They caught me by surprise. The building, okay, here's hopefully, here we go, right here. Okay, here we go. This is our dream building, okay? This is hopefully what it looks like, Mosley Outdoor Ed. It'll be located where the portable barrier, we kept that temporary portable for 20-something years. We had a temporary portable barrack, and we have so many people to thank for this, and we're going to talk more about it, but that was just a groundbreaking on it. I wanted to share that with you. And then they did some stuff behind my back, and I didn't know anything about it, but they brought a motion to the school board to name the building after me. I told them I didn't vote on it, and I didn't. But anyway, I'm very honored that they were going to do that. So it was not my idea to do that. But the biggest thing, those kids, and our school board chairman, Steve Moss, checked with the Florida School Board Association. There's no other school district out of 67 in the state of Florida that has an outdoor education area, and they're excited about having that outdoor ed room because they're going to start now bringing in other school districts and say, hey, look at this. This is what you can do. So we're very proud of that. We really are. We're going to be the epicenter here in Florida and the South as far as getting outdoor ed going and what you can do. Now, it took 30 years to get it done, but it can be done. And I gave a little talk, and the last thing I said during the talk, I thanked a lot of people. I don't have time to get into it now. But remember this, the last thing I said, it was very informal. And a lot of former students come to it, even way back. I said, dreams can come true. And this has been a dream of ours for a while. So anyway, I just want to share that with you because I know, a lot of y'all know about it because you heard about it locally, but you folks up there in other places. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that. And speaking of other places, we're going to also we're going to do the actual ribbon cutting sometime in January. We're talking about a big old party, a big old fish fry. We're going to have a big old fish fry. Speaking of catching fish, let's jump into this real quick. This is, okay, you want some pictures from our flathead tournament this past weekend. And I did because I was not able to attend. This is up in Bristol. And these are sponsors of the Legends Flathead Tournament. Okay, I'll just go through it pretty quick. First place winner. Team All Talk. I like the name of that team, Team All Talk. 74 pounds on the Apalachicola River system. Second place, Ronald Cody and Connor Ernest. Good job, fellas. First place was 2,500, and then they had 44 boats. 44 boats. That's really good. 119 people, had 14 kids, and 21 boats weighed in. Women, 826 pounds, veterans 29 pounds, and all. So it broke down to the payout. That was the payout. All went out. All paid 8 places. So just real proud of them up there. Here are just a couple more pictures. Okay, and let me see. I don't have everybody's names on these pictures here, but you can see they did a good job with it. Check it out. And always the kids, they're keeping them live there. The kids are fascinated with that. So when you get a chance to go to weigh-ins, all kind of things going on. I want to share all those good things too. Okay, so now we got to get ready for our fishing report, but we want to go ahead and do our drawing. And you know, I can't make all the weigh-ins and all, but if you'll send the pictures like that, you know, we'll share those. You know, this weekend, the one at Halbert Creek, I'm sure some of y'all have sent some pictures of the brim tournament there. And any tournaments you're having, we're glad to cover them. If you get a chance in the area, go to those weigh-ins. This is exciting if you don't get to fish at all. Okay, Tarpon Dock giveaway. Want to, let's see, this is a $20 gift certificate. And the winner is going to be from Walton County, Don Brecken, or Brechen, Don Brechen, or Brecken, okay? And the big red snapper, and snapper season right around the corner. In fact, next Saturday we'll be snapper fishing. Can you believe that? And the winner of the big red snapper is A.J. Walsh. Yeah, that's sneaking up on us. We got Memorial Day. And by the way, on Memorial Day, we're going to have a good video that day, and then we'll be back with a special guest on Tuesday. Officer Nicole Bassford will be coming on, the better half of the Bassford team, and or the prettier half, let's say that. And we're looking forward to having her on the show. So we're going to take a break and come back with our famous Friday fishing forecast. Okay, welcome back and welcome to the famous Friday fishing forecast for Memorial Day weekend. So we'll have 3 days off, and you can do all kinds of things in 3 days. So to get started, I was thinking about this last night when I always put this together. I want to do a couple of tips before we start talking about location and what time to go and all. We're talking about trout fishing and red fishing, and I've mentioned this a long time ago, and then I tried to do it on a regular basis. When I first got started, I was giving a lot of fishing tips, and then I keep realizing I have new viewers coming on a regular basis. When you're out there fishing, either boat or wade fishing, we have a lot of grass in our base systems, and which is I'm thankful of, because that shows the health of the base system. But you want to fish the grass. I remember when I first started fishing down here, we had a lot more grass, but you want to fish in the grassy areas, and because that's where the fish are. But when you get in St. Joe Bay, had a lot of these little spots, like a big old, just a sandy spot. That's on the edge of those sandy spots where you're going to have your flounder, you're going to have your trout sort of coming in, and those flounder love to sit on the edge of that grass. And so work a grassy area, but especially concentrate on those spots as you get there. Stop and you make some cast in there and around the sandy spots. So that's the tip number one. And usually it's in 3 to 5 foot of water we're going to catch the majority of your fish here in our base systems. Unless you get a school of reds up shallow. Number two tip is to keep moving. Don't just sit there. Don't power down with anchor. We say don't anchor, but don't power down with the anchor and just sit there unless you're on a big school of fish and you're catching them on a steady basis. If you're not catching them, keep moving, even move out of the area. That's why you sort of do a game plan. Always have that game plan. That's the other tip. The game plan includes plan A, plan B, and plan C. So make sure you do all of that. And the other one, if you get a chance to wade fish, you can't beat live bait. I mean, if you got a little net, so if you just want to go and catch a fish, or I have some people who don't fish very much and you want them to be successful, then use live bait and just catch what is natural in the area. You can little pogies or just whatever's natural there, and just wade out there and toss the net, catch them, and then keep them in a bucket and keep them live and just fish out there free-lining. I love fishing like that. So that's just some tips as far as, that's the 3 major tips and all. Okay, I want to report. I'll tell you what has been hot this week right on the inshore has been some good catches of mangrove snapper, beeliners have been good. Let's jump to freshwater before we get into the saltwater. Freshwater, you saw Will Nelson's big 11-pound bass. You saw the brim being caught. You got proof right here of what all being caught on our river systems and our sandhill ponds and on our lakes. So it is an excellent time to go. And also, if you're fly fishing, a lot of y'all are going to be fly fishing this weekend. Let me just talk about fly fishing real quick. All along Choctahatchee, down the Carabel River, they're going to be fly fishing. If you get on those willow flies and they're hatching out, go ahead and, don't spend a day there. Don't spend half a day there. Fish a little while and catch enough fish for y'all to have a mess and move on. But don't just sit there and, I was talking to Carl about this yesterday. He said some people just sit there just to look like they want to aggravate you, just want to just hog it. But, share it. Don't go up on people if they're fishing there, but, ride by, if they move and you see them catching them, and you go back by and nobody's there, then you jump in there. But I wrote that down, so a lot of folks are doing that. But anyway, let's move on now. The tides are going to be great this weekend, but keep this in mind too. I saw a picture of a boat. They'd come to the backside of Shell Island on high tide and anchored out, and the tide went out, and they were just sitting there. So that's something you just got to tell rookie, inexperienced people that anchor out deep enough so when the tide goes out, you'll be able to get your boat out. You think we take it for granted here, but people are still doing that. Over in Choctahatchee Bay, I did get a good report on pogies. last week showing up at 331 Bridge and in Hogtown Bayou. And when they start showing up, the redfish and trout are right behind them, got to eat them. So that's a good sign. The water temperature's gotten really good and all. West Bay Point is going to be good. Okay, let's go into Hogtown Bayou. You know where Hogtown Bayou is on Choctawhatchee. It's just the pogas are there. The pogas are in Choctawhatchee Bay. West Bay Point, there was some good catches right here in the center of the screen. Okay, there was a school of redfish there earlier, and the trout bite has been good up in this area. And then also right down over here on the East Bay, the Tyndall Bridge. I talk about this a lot now, but Tyndall Bridge. I want to mention this real quick. They're doing the construction in this area. See right here, this area right here. They're building that big the big ramp and the dock going out. So it's affecting the noise and all. Excuse me, is affecting the fishing. They were telling me. So you got all kinds of stuff going on in that area, and fish do not like noise. I can promise you that. So you may not be able to catch a lot around the bridge or something. So you want to swing back on the backside and fish the backside of the bay. St. Joe Bay should be strong this weekend. There's going to be a lot of folks out. It's going to be good fishing all the way through the Apalachicola Bay system. But there's going to be a lot of boats out. Be courteous on the water and don't speed. Definitely don't be drinking and driving. If you see someone you think's impaired, under influence driving a boat, you call FWC. That's something we can't put up with as outdoorsmen. We got to put a stop to that. It's gotten worse and worse each year. We're going to talk about that next week. But anyway, I got to wrap it up. I want y'all to have a great Memorial Day weekend, and remember our fallen folks who fought for our country. So that's what Memorial Day is about. We'll have a video Monday and be back with y'all Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy our beautiful outdoors here in Panhandle, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.